Some scary shit.
Here comes the propaganda.
I've given this a lot of thought. I don't see any peaceful way to disarm America's whites.
I decided to watch this Dave Chappelle comedy. I always liked Dave Chappelle. And from beginning to end, it's just 100% propaganda, pushing all the mainstream narratives. And right now, he gets into guns and gun control, I guess you'd say, but not really. But he talks about his experience in buying a gun. And people that are, pro Second Amendment, they will pick up on what he conveniently leaves out about his purchasing a gun experience. Of course, I'll get a copyright.
There's only one thing that's going to save this country from itself. Same thing that always saves this country from itself. And that is African Americans. Right. And I know the question that a lot of y'all have in your minds is, should we do it?
Push some division there,
Yeah, fuck yeah, we should do it.
Drive the wedge in.
No matter what they say or how they make you feel, remember, this is your country too. It is incumbent upon us to save our country. And you know what we have to do. This is a fucking election year. We got to be serious. Every able-bodied African American must register for a legal firearm.
Acts like he's for guns, kind of, even though he says he hates this whole thing. I mean, I really used to like Dave Chappelle, but he kind of pissed me off with this one.
That's the only way they'll change the law.
So the only way to change the law to basically ban guns is if black people start buying them, which, black people do have guns, legal guns, and you know damn well the motherfuckers in the hood don't give a shit either way. So there's some more propaganda for you. Fuck you, Dave Chappelle. Go eat a bag of dicks.
I hate guns, personally.
You're a lying ass motherfucker.
Yeah, but I have several.
That you're not lying about.
I don't want them, but I feel like I need them. Don't forget where I live. I live in Ohio. And anyone that knows anything about Ohio knows that even the word Ohio is an old Native American word. It means, literally, land of poor white people.
I doubt it.
And I don't know what's going on down here, but in my experience, poor white people love, and I mean they fucking love, heroin.
Oh man, I'm sorry, that one is pretty funny.
They can't seem to get enough of it. I didn't even know what I was looking at first. I was just driving like, why are all these white people so sleepy out here? These things.
Oh shit, it ain't just Ohio, Dave. Wake the fuck up.
It's really bad. As a matter of fact, I was coming out of a nightclub the other night in Dayton, and I'd parked my car in the alley.
All right, I think I'm going to fast forward this a little bit to get to his story about when he bought a gun.
One of these heroin-addicted whites just pops out of a trash can. It scared the shit out of me. I screamed, ah! Relax, okay? I'm sick, all right? I need some drugs, man. 2. is a crisis. I see it every day. Seeing it reminds me of us. These white folks look exactly like us during the crack epidemic.
That shit is still an epidemic too.
You know, it's really good. Look at each other. Move through the scourge of crack. Just say no. What's so hard about that?
I want to find this part.
Happening to your kids, you realize it's a health. Be that as it may, I'm armed to the teeth.
You and everyone else. Unless you're pretty much a moron.
First gun I bought was a 12-gauge shotgun.
All right, here we go. Listen to his story. I don't think I'm going to interrupt it. I keep interrupting it because I think if I interrupt it enough, maybe I won't get copyrighted on this, but we'll see.
I didn't want the gun. Remember, though, I'd moved to a farm, and I was sitting there on the porch, and I see a white dude walking across my property, entitled, like he's supposed to be there. He had a rifle over his shoulder, too. Ain't that a bitch?
I admit his story of why he wants the gun makes perfect sense. I don't care about it being a white dude, any of that. None of that matters. It's when he talks about his experience at the store.
I said, what the fuck is this guy doing on my property? I was mad as shit, but I was unarmed. So I ended up just waving.
An armed population is a safe population. We do not need the police. Arm yourselves, people.
To this motherfucker like a bitch. I was just... And as soon as he got far enough away, I ran to my car and sped to Kmart. This is in a rural white area. And remember, I was nervous because a guy was on my property. I'm black and I was sweaty. You know what I mean? And I ran to the gun counter, black and sweaty.
So he's emphasizing on the black and sweaty because, you know, he's trying to make it be like he's suspicious because he's running to the gun store black and sweaty. For those who don't catch that, you know, a little bit of sarcasm there, I guess.
Sweating and black, and I looked up at the nigga, I was like, I look like a slave or something. I said, I need a gun immediately, like that, just like that.
Black, sweaty, seems sketchy, needs a gun immediately. Immediately. Because we all know that you can just walk in and get a gun immediately without any nothing, right? Let's see how this works out for Mr. Clone Boy here.
The guy didn't answer, no questions. He just grabbed a 12-gauge shotgun, handed it to me. I'd never even held a gun before. I'm not a dummy. I'm like, well, I need some bullets too. And the guy reached on the counter, put 2 box shells on the counter. He said, all right, buddy, which box do you want? I didn't know. One box had a picture.
So he doesn't know anything about guns. He's acting sketchy, and he needs a gun immediately. And the guy at the gun store is just like, whatever. Which, to start off with, of course he would. He'd be like, you know, what do you want it for? Hunting, whatever. Maybe simple questions like that. And of course he'd show him the gun. But
some ducks on it. The other box had a picture of some deer. I said, well, what's that box with them ducks? He said, oh, that there's birdshot. And then he goes just like this, I'm not exaggerating, he goes, that won't kill a man.
so now we got to imply that, you know, the guy at the gun store pretty much knows that Dave is wanting this gun because he wants to shoot a person. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So much propaganda bullshit. Really making me mad.
He said, it'll just pepper him up nicely. I said, what the fuck? Pepper? You know what it means to pepper a motherfucker up? It means that when the shell explodes.
And now he's got to explain this, to the libtards and people that don't know anything about guns at all. He's got to explain it as graphically as he can, what it would be like to get shot with birdshot. But I digress, I guess, on that.
Hot BBs will shoot out of the barrel of the gun, not killing a motherfucker, but penetrating their skin and shallow flesh. Boy, that's gotta hurt. Hot BBs?
Yeah.
Remember when Dick Cheney shot a motherfucker in the face and he lived? That was birdshot. I said, well, what's that box with the deer on it? He goes, oh, there's buckshot. That'll put a hole in the goddamn truck if you wanted to. So which box do you want? And he picked the one with the deer up and shook it.
So, the guy in the gun store, Walmart or Kmart, or whatever, Dave's sketchy, sweaty, black and suspicious. Guy's already talking about how birdshot won't kill a man, implying that he knows Dave wants to shoot somebody, and then shakes the box of the buckshot like you want this one because it's going to do the damage. But wait, there's more. Guess how easy it is for him to get this. I mean, it just goes right on. He doesn't say one motherfucking word about a background check. Not one word about needing to give his information or fill out a form or nothing. Just watch. This makes my blood boil. It's like they are coming for the guns. They want the guns, and they ain't getting them.
I thought he was trying to trick me. I was like, do you have a box with a picture of a white dude trespassing on it? Because it's exactly the strength I'm looking for. But I didn't know that if you're defending your home with a shotgun, the formula dictates that you're supposed to buy both boxes. This was not a formula that I was familiar with. It goes like this. The 6 shots in a 12-gauge shotgun. So when you load the gun, you load it like this. First shot, bird shot. Next shot, buckshot. Bird shot. And then after that, gun's Jamaican. Buckshot, buckshot, buckshot. She got to picture it. Okay, like say I'm in bed and sleeping.
See, that's it. Just totally faded away from the gun store scene. And then goes into a hypothetical about if he's in bed and needs to defend his home. Yeah, this is a 13-minute video already, and there's so much I could pick apart about this. I might get back at it again, and I usually don't make videos quite like this, but the propaganda and the programming and mind fucking and mind control tactics are so obvious in this completely whack comedy. I mean, fuck you, Dave Chappelle. I am funnier than you. I'm totally lying there. Obviously, he's funny, but no, fuck you, Dave Chappelle. I like old Dave. New Dave sucks. I am out of here.